I just wanted to jump on here because I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and it hit me that for a long time I have been limiting God and what He can do in my life based upon what I feel like I can do. So if I didn't feel like I was strong enough to do something, or if I wasn't smart enough to do something, or wasn't equipped enough to do something, I put those same limitations on God. In my small thinking, it was where I limited him to my beliefs and what I thought he could and could not do. And although I had read in the Bible about all these miraculous things that he does and that he's done, I didn't quite attribute those things to my life because to me, I thought God was safe. I thought he was a nice God, someone who would take care of all my needs, who would keep me and my family clothed and have all our bills paid. And that's somebody who I could rely on, in my time of need. That's kind of what I limited him to. And I was a little afraid of stepping boldly into his presence and really asking him to move mountains in my life because I wasn't sure if he could do that. For me, at least, it's like, okay, I know these people, he does it for these people in the Bible, and I know he's done it for, Moses and Daniel. But for Christina, I'm not sure if he's going to do that. And so I never wanted to really put myself out there because I was afraid of being let down and disappointed. And I didn't want it to be because I had built God up, of just, he's this awesome God and he's so great to me. So of course, if I step boldly into his presence and I ask of something big and he doesn't deliver, then what? My feelings are going to be hurt. I'm not going to really know how to recoup after that. That's where I put God. I put him in this cute little box surrounded by my limitations and what I thought that he could and could not do. And when I was talking to the person, I was telling them that, that's where I think a lot of us get stuck. We limit God in this small box based on our limitations, and we think that we know what God can and cannot do. But in all actuality, honey, we have no idea what he's capable of. So I found two verses that I want to share that really hit home with me and opened my eyes to just like, oh my gosh, we know these verses and they're quoted often, but do we really take the time to peel back the layers and truly understand what they're saying? So I know you guys know this one, but it is Ephesians 3:20. And it says, now to him who is able to do far more abundantly than all that we ask or think, according to the power at work within us. So I know that you guys know the first part of this verse because everybody says it all the time, that God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly more than we could ever imagine, right? We say that, we stand by that, but what I think happens is, at least in my case, I brushed over the last part. And the last part, I'm going to read it again. It says, according to the power at work within us. Yes, we serve a big God. He is capable of doing amazing things. He is capable of blowing our socks off, but he's only going to do that to the magnitude that we allow him in. So move out the way, make room for him. If we keep him in this little box based on our limitations and what we feel that he can and cannot do, we're limiting him. We're not allowing him to really show his power and what he can do, what he can really do in our lives. So the second verse that I have is Matthew 9:29. And it says, then he touched their eyes, saying, according to your faith, be it done to you. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Your belief in your faith is going to be the measuring stick in which God moves in your life. I need you to take a second to absorb that, because we think we're waiting on God, but in all actuality, he's waiting on us. He's waiting on us to stand up. And what I realize is that God is not safe. He is not a safe God. He doesn't want us to play safe, and nor did he place us on this earth to be mediocre. That's why in the Bible, you hear multiple times he says, be bold. He talks about boldness all the time. He is not safe. He doesn't want you to play safe. He doesn't want you to enter into his presence safely and say, oh, God, if it be in your will, if you want to, Lord, I really wish that you would do this. That's not the God we serve. And how we enter into his presence is indicative of what he's going to do in our lives. Your belief matters. Your faith matters. Your trust matters. So when you increase your faith, your trust, and your belief, that's when you get to see an increase of his presence and his power in your life. So move out the way. What I have realized on this journey is that the more that I let go of control and I move out of the way, the more I see God work in my life. The more I see what he's capable of and what he can do. And it blows my mind every single time. So let go and move out the way.